So for this tutorial, we're going to basically discuss what this idea is of a factorial. Factorial is a very basic concept, but it can get complex. So we needed a way to simplify the whole concept. So you have to ask yourself, what is a factorial? Basically, a factorial looks like this: 5, and then an exclamation mark. That would be 5 factorial. Well, what we do with that is this. We multiply all the whole numbers from the chosen number down to 1. We don't go to 0, we don't go into the negatives. We just start where we were at 5 and multiply it by 4, by 3, by 2, and by 1. And when you multiply that all out, you end up with 120. Now, this is a very elegant system because we take this whole basic concept and we shrink it down to one symbol. So again, if I write 5 factorial with the exclamation point, it means to start at 5 and go down to 1, multiplying. So then why would we ever use this? Well, let's imagine we have 5 different cookies and we want to know how many different ways we could choose to eat them. So that's one of those things where, well, how many choices do I have at first? I have 5 choices to start with. Well, I'm going to choose the chocolate chip cookie and eat it. So now obviously I only have 4 choices left. I'm going to choose the peanut butter cookie and I'm going to eat it. Then I'm down to 3 choices. I better do oatmeal raisin because I need a little bit of health food. And then I'm going to go ahead and choose the chocolate chip cookie that's made out of chocolate, which leaves only 1 choice at the end. And that'll be the sugar cookie because, I mean, hey, who doesn't love a sugar cookie? So when I do that, that's where I ended up with 120 possible ways. But that's an awful lot of work to express a fairly simple concept, which is take 5, multiply it by 4, by 3, by 2, by 1. That is a factorial. So let's go ahead and try a few. If I had to do 4 factorial, that's going to be 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. 4 times 3 is 12. 12 times 2 is 24. 24 times 1 is 24. Hey, that wasn't too bad. 6 factorial. That's going to be 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. 6 times 5 is 30. 30 times 4 is 120. 120 times 3 is 360. 360 times 2, that's 720. Now we get to try 9 factorial. And really, I have no desire to say what 9 times 8 times 7 times 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1 is in my head. So again, handy dandy calculator. 9 times 8 times 7 times 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1 is. Yeah, I wasn't going to come up with that number in my head. 362,880. That would be 9 factorial. Many modern calculators actually have the factorial button built in. So look at your handheld calculator and see if yours does.